Hey everybody, it's Van the Red. Welcome back to Galaxy Girls. Right then, last we left off, we were in the middle of some bullshit drama. And I'm hoping this is where they're going to try and attempt to work it out. Going back over the older footage, I kind of think I should have confronted Amelia when I had the chance initially. Even though I didn't like the sound of it, in retrospect, airing the grievances then might have been the best thing to do because they clashed anyway. Getting it out of the air then may have helped to vent and lessen the damage. But for now, I'm just gonna have to go with what hole I've dug and hope I come out somewhere that's not over lava. Wow, Minecraft reference, Jesus Christ. Don't dig straight down. Right. With Amelia sitting next to me, I'm awkwardly forced up against the edge of the couch, trying not to pay her any mind. She looks at me with her gray eyes, and I can't help but take a peek at her face. Erica, let's work this out. It's getting ridiculous. You look like you're always trying to run away from me. Well, it isn't that I'm not trying to think things out already, but I'm listening. Her face brightens ever so slightly. Thank you. And so, if talking it out isn't gonna help, why don't we just have fun together? No, talking is the... Okay, fuck it, never mind. Going on! Maybe it'll help you sort out your feelings. What do you mean by fun? Because that's... I have a very specific image in my mind of what you're implying here, but just to be sure, because yeah. What would we do? I mean, what would we even do though? It sounds a little odd. Well, just do fun things together. Whatever you like. Okay, fine, I'm sorry for presuming. I frown. I don't have any real hobbies though. Oh, I kind of thought you liked video games and watching TV shows. Kind of. They aren't things I did back home, they're just things I started doing to pass the time. They're alright, I suppose. Won't you please give it a try then? It couldn't hurt. Suddenly Amelia beams. A little fang. Thank you. I won't mess this up. Alright. All of a sudden the woman stands up and starts walking towards the door. Just before she leaves, she turns around. I'll be right back. I'll be waiting. Okay. When Amelia returns, she has a few video game and DVD cases in her arms. She promptly places them on a nearby end table. I brought the ones I thought you'd like. Why don't you take a look at them? Okay. I begin to shuffle into the pile. Where did you get these anyway? Probably from Kodaha. I borrowed them from Kodaha. There you go. My heart sinks. I swear I didn't do anything. I had nowhere else to get them. I'm sorry. Of course you didn't, silly. It wouldn't have been enough time. She breathes in a loud sigh of relief. Thanks. I need to understand. I simply now return to sifting through the plastic cases and shoving my pain even deeper down inside of me until it eats away at my soul. After several moments, something finally catches my eye, so I pick it up. How about I play this one? The white-haired woman takes a second to look at the case in my hand. An RPG, is it? Sounds good. She then takes a game from me, walking over to the television, setting up the console. I didn't notice it before, but Kodaha must have left a few video game consoles here at some point. Didn't she come in here at some point and just in the middle of a conversation, just plug in a console? I don't know. A few minutes later, the game steaming starts to play from the speakers. Amelia walks back towards the couch and hands me a controller, one for herself and one for her other. Oh my fucking god. Moving on. I haven't played this one before, so I probably won't be much help. Speaking of, I can't even fucking read right now. I smirk. Me neither. This one's actually a lot easier than the one I put with Kodaha before. It's probably on like easy or something. It's kind of fun, really. With the two of us, we managed to beat the first level in under 2 hours, our fingers still tapping away the controller buttons. To be honest with you, I'm bored of this one now. Amelia nods her head. Me too. It's kind of a bit repetitive. Want to do something else? Indeed. Why don't we grab something to eat first, though? I'll cook this time. The woman chuckles heartily. Sure. Why? Never mind. What? Why? Why are you blushing? Thanks so much. I should really be treating you instead, but I take a seat in front of Amelia. But listen, I don't want to die. It's alright. It was probably for the best that I was a cook. There you go. That's just very politely saying what I said. I managed to let out a giggle, causing the white-haired woman to smile. Yeah. We eat our meals in relative silence, so it feels as if some of the awkwardness is dissipated. I stretch as I walk back into the lounge, Amelia in tow. Returning to the pile of cases, I take another look at the titles. We're gonna play the game? Honestly, I feel a bit tired of games. I was thinking we could watch something instead. That's good. I picked up the only DVD that seems to catch my eye and hand it over to Amelia. Would you mind setting it up, please? I'm not very good with older technology. She nods, grinning. Not a problem. A moment later, the TV screen lights up, and I take the opportunity to dim the lighting. We both take our places on the couch, a fair amount of space between us. The show's still playing in the background. Amelia looks at me. Hey. Yeah? I really am sorry about what you saw. Sometimes I get these really intense urges. It's a problem, I know, but I really do care about you. If I could take it back, I would, I swear. I believe you. Words cannot reverse anything, of course, but I do that. I believe she meant I do think that we can resolve the situation somehow. I believe that's what the writers intended to say. Her porcelain cheeks stained with light red. Again. I'm glad you said that. Erica, I want to be with you. I know you can't make a decision right now, and that's fine with me. I'll wait for you, however long it takes. Oh, Amelia, I can't bring myself to say anything of substance to her. Her words are genuine, but the pain in my chest won't subside. Turning my attention back to the television, I immediately feel Amelia lean her head against my shoulder, her warm breath tickling my neck. What are you... Please, just let me stay like this. I won't do anything, I promise. Yeah, that was a bit confrontational of you. And also, maybe a bit hypocritical of me to point out, considering what I did earlier. She looks at me with pleading eyes, her face still reddened. As much as I'm uncomfortable, I'm also happy. I suppose it's okay, as long as you don't try anything. With me or anyone else for that matter. Amelia's delicate lips flip into a frown. She groans, but quickly turns her attention back to the show. Although my heart is still beating at 1,000,000 miles an hour, I allow her to remain cuddled up to me. I can barely stay focused on the show. Just taking a moment to enjoy the beat. Right. Filled with fatigue, my eyelids threaten to close for the night. I nudge Amelia aside and stand up. Where are you going? It's getting late, and I'm getting tired. I apologize, but I think it's time for me to go to bed. After a moment, she stands up too. Alright, I should go too then. Good night. Thank you for humoring me. I really do appreciate it. I give her a weak smile and a small wave, then begin to head out. As the door closes behind me, I sleepily slip off my clothes, nearly tripping as I remove my shoes. What a day. And then down to my underwear. I sink over to the bed and fall backwards into it. The soft comfort of the mattress quickly draws me in. The blankets and pillows almost magically surrounding me as I move around in an exhaustion-induced haze. I just wish things hadn't gotten so messy. My feelings are all mixed up, and being with Amelia today only made things more confusing than before. With a long sigh, I bury my face in a pillow. Night is really the worst time to think about these sorts of things. But usually, it's one of the few times your brain has total leave to just flood you with whatever it wants to, unfortunately. I let the thoughts clear out of my brain in an attempt to fall asleep. I toss and turn. Somehow, to my utter dismay, the extreme tiredness from before has lessened. Your mind has started going and your body's like, well, never mind then. After several long moments, the world around me finally fades to black and goes silent. The next morning, my eyes flutter open, the whole world slowly comes back into view. I gently rub at the corner of my eyes and yawn, forcing myself to sit up. I'm still so exhausted. But you managed to put on a nightie though. But I guess most of it is probably just overthinking last night. I brush away the covers and swing my legs over the side of the bed. I really should get this sorted out though. It's like I'm subconsciously trying to lag it on as much as possible, preventing myself from making a sort of decision. Digging into the closet, I bolt the first thing I see. I'll make a decision tomorrow. I'll tell Amelia what I want to do as soon as possible. For both our sakes, this needs to end quickly. For everyone's sakes, last time you blew up the ship. Well, you were allowed to be blown up because you were so fucking... Finally, I head out the door. Before I can get anywhere, Amelia leaves the room at practically the same time, and she calls out to me. What a coinky-dink. Morning, Erica. Did you have a good sleep? Good morning. I did, and you? Yeah, me too. I muster a small, conservative smile. I'll just head into the dining area. Are you hungry? She nods her head happily. Yes. I'd be happy to cook for you. Thank you. I start walking down the hall once more, Amelia now trailing behind me. Having prepared just enough for everyone to share, I begin carrying the plates out to the table. Kinda quiet this morning, isn't it? Either avoiding you or Koda has somehow managed to seduce Sarah. Indeed, Sarah's probably already up at least. Putting down the last plate, I take a seat across my pale companion. Surprisingly, she doesn't start eating until I pick up my own fork. I plop down to the couch just to Koda, who's seemingly several levels into a video game. Oh hey Captain, didn't hear you come in. That's probably because you have the volume on the television up so loud. She chuckles. My bad, I didn't even notice. Because she's partially deaf from the video games. Just has her headset on, fucking noise cancelling surround sound headset with the volume of a full blast. Anyway, is it just me or are things back to normal? There was this weird atmosphere for the past few days, but now it's like gone. Am I right or what? No, you're right. I was having a little spat with Amelia, but we're working to get over it. Oh? I didn't hear anything about that, but, well, good for you two. Thanks. Sarah pops her head into the room, then walks over to us. So this is where you two have been. I was starting to get lonely, you know. Thought you ran away from me. Well, they'd have good reason to. You bitch. That's a bit mean. She's been improving. She's been trying lately, okay? I'll be honest. The red-haired girl pouts dramatically. I couldn't run away from you if I wanted to. Oh. True enough. We're on a spaceship. We were smart. The blonde takes a seat between us. Amelia didn't come with you? I said it really weirdly. Not as if most of my pronunciations haven't and inflections and so on and so forth haven't already been weird. No, I started cleaning earlier. It's the maid's duty after all. Let's not start that again, please. I didn't say anything. No, but there was probably an implication. Really, let's take a moment to just talk about anything. In a way, it's highly relaxing. Well, it's distracting, which can be, yes. Not lingering on whatever is causing you physical and psychological tribulation can be a good way to just calm down. Focus on anything else and just stop being so damn anxious. Perhaps perhaps because I found a way to put my troubles with Amelia at the back of my mind. Yeah, exactly. While switching my legs, I find Amelia dazing off in the hallway. I walk over to her and put her hand on her shoulder, and she swiftly flips around. Oh, Erica. Hello. Amelia, are you feeling alright? I'm just a bit tired. Couldn't sleep all last night, unfortunately. I see. Sorry to hear that then. She gives me a weak smile. Not your fault. Could you please come see me tomorrow morning? She tilts her head, a flash of curiosity and excitement in her eyes. That looks like concern. Apprehension, you might say. Sure, I guess. What for? I just like to put an end to this weird situation. Tomorrow I'll give you a final answer to what I'd like to do, as far as our relationship goes. The woman blinks rapidly. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, you really probably should have kept that to yourself, because you're just gonna give something for her, give her something to stress out about now. Great going, Erica, you selfish. The way you put it makes me a little nervous, but I'm glad this will all finally be over. Yeah, me too. Whoop, and I want to be as far away from you as possible. With a small wave, I continued in the hallway. See you then. Right. I think I'll go and cut this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.